We good? We're good.
I think so.
We're good. Here we are again. Right
Yeah,
on.
I can see you. You can see me.
I can see you plenty. So this is my new show, Weed Out. Essentially, we're gonna smoke until we can't smoke anymore or run out of conversation. I highly doubt that's ever gonna happen. I'm a talkative motherfucker, and I know this guy can talk quite a bit. So
Definitely, but it depends on how much I smoke.
well, let's get down. We're already a little bit past 420, which is all right. Anything that's popped out in your head so far that you want to try? I think it all looks good. You get a dab. We could take a bong rip. We can make a. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this. I'm gonna roll up a blunt.
Just kind of show everybody. Like,
So yeah, we got all
look at
kinds.
this.
We got all kinds right now.
Like stuff,
I go to my
shiny stuff.
I go to the nearest store, the store that I like, which is Local Roots. It's right down the street. It's considered Everett.
Yes.
They always have plenty of quality. Get your $20 gram up to your $50, $60 gram, depending on what you're looking for.
Good deals.
Always plenty of stuff. Always weed. There's never not a time you're like, oh, I just don't pick nothing. I mean, you're like always walking out with a handful. As you can see, this is just from today's grab and go. I got some sour raspberry.
I feel like we're at a party. It's just the two of us. Though.
These Emerald Janes. I really like them too. They got this Bubblicious.
Oh yeah. It's full.
It's packed, man. These nugs are big and dense.
That's a gram, right?
Yeah, actually, I think these are the 3.5.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, the 3.5 grams. This is the Ewok from the Emerald Janes.
Oh my lord!
I'm gonna roll one of that right now. Actually,
I had Ewok one time. I did. I felt short and furry. Shorter and furry.
You are short and furry. OMG.
Squatch over here.
I am a fucking Yeti. So OMG Sykes. However you say that. Golden Gauge, 28%. That stuff looks pretty legit too.
It
Leave that there
is.
for a
Just
second.
keep it there.
We got the Orange Kush. Same people. Looks legit. 3.5
Yeah.
grams. Big nugs. Real dense.
Different color, man. It's light.
Right? I love...
Kind of orangey.
And that's what I love about weed. Each thing comes in its own... Each flower has its own texture, has its own smell, aromas, flavor. You can go on. Whatever your palate is really...
I mean, I was down with like oil in the infused product for a while, but man, I hadn't been doing it, and I kind of just sort of dropped it because it got me really messed up and non-functional, and then I just started going back to greens. Man, I'm loving the rec shops. I'm loving how we're doing things around here.
Now, you said you've dabbed and you've smoked.
Yeah.
Do you switch off, or are you pretty consistent? I mean, on a regular. Do you get up and would you be a dabber, or you get up and you light a bowl?
What's your
typical
as far as
morning?
the dabs are like special occasions. I guess I'm feeling a little frisky. Something's wrong. Something's gonna go wrong. I have no idea. Maybe there's an off day, and I'm like, sure, I'll take a dab. That's usually the last words you'll hear that makes sense coming out of my mouth.
And then it's
They're great and all, but holy moly, that's another planet. So, more regular than that would have been stuff like...
You can say whatever you want. I'm not sponsored by anybody right now, and I'm not against anything. So if you want to go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about,
I'm all politically correct.
No, you're all good, bro. Say what you want.
So basically, there's an infused product that I would smoke quite a bit of, and it had oil and keef in it, and there's a lot of those nowadays. But I kind of got used to it. But at a point now, which is this point, I'm smoking more greens. And the thing is that I'm smoking more green in comparison to how I used to smoke that other stuff. So, like, I wouldn't necessarily wake up and smoke the oil and the keef stuff. I would just probably do that later on in the day. Well, now I'm smoking fucking 2-3 times a day. I'm smoking the green.
Your method of receiving it now, you
Smoking.
feel like smoking, ingesting, whatever you're trying to get there. Are you the type of person that just wants to smoke to get high real quick, just to get that perception of
There are definitely
feeling
those
it. You know what I
times.
mean?
Yeah,
Whereas other times you just want to
definitely those
relax.
times.
You want to kind of fall
Absolutely.
into it like a story. You just kind of roll into.
Or if there's something I need to work out, something I need to think about, like, and spend the time on thinking about it, my brain's going just a little too fast
Yeah.
in different directions, that will calm my shit down.
Especially being, I mean, musicians,
Sure,
relatable.
for sure.
Sitting down to try to write a song, trying to
Yep.
write a melody, trying to write, or even just trying to come up with some kind of riff that you feel that you could bring, you know, to your squad or to your group, however you want to phrase it.
Absolutely.
So for
The
me,
squad.
it's like, man, I get real ripped, and super ripped are
Yes.
two different things in my book.
Yes.
I mean, I could be highly elevated, and I could be fucking comatose, or I'm just watching the TV and
Yep.
I ain't doing nothing.
Yep.
So there's definitely those times where I've over medicated, or I've found that I have able
Me
to, great guy, to just kind of settle into something that I'm used to, which is, you know, I'll get up in the morning, I'll take a dab. I'm functional. I'm a very functional. I've been smoking since I was 8. I'm very functional.
Right.
And, you know, most people be like, you have, no, I've been smoking since I was 8.
Yeah. Hey, I took my first fucking bong hit. Like, it was already packed and everything, just sitting on my parents' table.
Is that right?
They were
You
partying.
just
They
come
were
across
teens,
it?
man. They were teens. I saw that thing. I saw them do it a couple of times. Everybody was cool or whatever. It wasn't like some weird abusive fucking situation. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I swear to God to you, I must have been like 4.
Really? That's
Just
your,
ripped it.
That's your earliest.
And my aunt is like, oh my God, Craig. And, you know, and then my uncle goes, no, hold on. Let him check it out.
You've,
That's where I grew up.
but you've
That
seen it.
kinda-
I mean, I've been in that culture myself for a long time. And, you know, I'm not trying to call my dad out, but I would wake up early in the morning and it's
Right,
already a
right.
smoked out session in the house. And, you know, in the early 80s, it was no thing.
No.
Cigarette
No.
smoke, weed
Dude, yeah.
smoke. You were just involved.
Oh,
you were just
man.
part of the culture,
Mom
right?
waking you up, you know, get up for school. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
cigarette
man.
smoke, you know?
I'd wake up early on a weekend, you know, and the fucking living room is just lit. I'm coming into a tent of smoke, essentially.
The smoke tent.
Whoa, what's happening? You know, so I was
Right. Like,
very.
shouldn't we be dead by now?
Fuck, dude.
How do people die in a garage with carbon monoxide poisoning? I mean, is it the same thing?
They just fall asleep.
It's
They just take it.
like a dab. It's like dabbing back in the day, right?
Dabin oxide.
If you didn't die, you were really high.
You know, could you imagine if they had dabs back in the day? I think if they had oil in those times, and like say the 80s, say the oil came out in the 80s. I
Cocaine would have took a dive.
Ooh, you know what? You're right. I think it would have changed
Look at
a
that.
lot right there. I was thinking of like meth and things. I don't think people would be
Right.
as hooked on meth as they
Right.
were because they would have already had this system of ingesting it or taking a dab. You know, it's instant almost. I
Right.
mean, you feel it within a heartbeat. So I think if dabs and oil, for a better term, were around in the 80s, I
Right.
think a lot of the major drug problems would be not as bad. People would be like, oh, I can get really high off oil. You know, before finding out what meth was, you need to be like, why would I wouldn't need meth if I got this and I'm not addicted to it. You know what I mean? There's all kinds
yeah. The non-addictive part is, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical sometimes about the non-addictive part because,
You think it's all personality?
oh man, I don't know. I know that we have receptors, right? THC receptors and all that. You know, it was like we were made to smoke weed, or weed was made to be smoked by us, as far as
Right.
you know, whatever. Just because of, there you go, it's a connection, and it's all happening, and you get all kinds of benefits out of that. But like, too much is too much.
And I think-
And sometimes it's a habit. You know, habits can form by what you're comfortable with and whatnot,
Which a bad
which
habit
translates
becomes,
to physical sometimes.
right? Which becomes an actual addiction.
But sex,
Right.
you know, who can deny that?
How could you say no to sex?
Oh man, I know.
I mean,
I'm a odd creature sometimes, but yes.
there's been times where I've been too
No.
tired, but
I don't want those big titties in my face.
right. How do you right? Kicking yourself in the ass the next
Exactly.
morning.
Every day.
damn it.
Still am.
God damn
They
it.
were so big. It's like
So-
2 big white pillows.
Let's jump to this real quick. Do you know how 420 came about?
Oh man. Okay. Well, like officially and all that, I would say no. How about I'll just hazard a guess. You know,
Hazard a guess, yeah.
Educated guess maybe.
Okay.
The whole 420 thing. Now,
It's a
right now we're
term.
doing April 4th,
Yeah.
or excuse me, April 4th month, 20th day in the month. You can easily say, hey, it's 420. All right.
Right.
What the hell does it mean? I want to go in the area of police codes. Am I right?
You're pretty close.
Pretty close.
It's a it's
A
a
bill?
code. It's
Maybe
a
a
code
bill?
code term
Code.
that refers to the consumption of cannabis.
Ah,
So
it was close. But no.
obviously they were trying to be incognito with it and not be so upfront saying, "Oh, let's go smoke a doobie," or so it was
Right.
the whole like
420 time.
420 cut out, like nobody knows.
Right.
So there's an actual backstory to it, and I got it right in front of us here. It started in 1971, oddly enough. 1971, 420
Hey, man.
code. Can you believe that?
70s were a great year.
Right. So
73 right here.
So they actually had their, called themselves a name. They had a name, the Waldos, as a
There we
gang
go.
name, if you would. So they chose to hang outside a wall of their school and start, using this 420 slang to their friends and yelling 420, 420. Cops didn't know what it
Dang.
was. Teachers were oblivious to this shit. So
1971. See? Read, motherfuckers. Read. Don't always go with what's fucking happening
Well,
up to date and all that.
and we're
By
still
the same token, don't even trust shit we say. Figure it out for
fuck
yourself, too. You know what I mean?
read a book,
It's all good.
Google it,
Crack a book.
Wikipedia it. You probably fuck it up, but you at least gotta try.
Yeah.
So, brain fart. I was looking at this weed and smelling it. Like,
I
oh
know.
my
That's
gosh.
all I'm doing. I'm like,
My
just kinda,
receptors are going. I haven't smoked yet today,
Mm.
and I know we're past our 420 mark to light up and shit. I mean, we're still gonna get lit, so I'm not too worried about it here. I'm just trying to get my stash pile out the way.
Yeah, and for anybody else that's running a little late, just, 420 happens all over the world, so.
And it doesn't matter what time it is.
Nah, man, you just get one of those little, those things, those little apps, that says, where's 420 at, Galapagos Islands, it's 420 right now. Hey, here we go.
It's got to be 420 at Galapagos, right?
Every minute.
Like turtles are getting down somewhere.
Turtles are getting down.
I'm trying to show the table here a little bit, just because
Yes.
I got a plethora of shit, and I'm not trying to leave nothing about. I even got some pre-rolls. I can't gloat enough or even praise these guys enough. Mad Mark. Every time.
Oh, the yuck. Told me about that. I remember.
I
You
get
told
the
me about
yuck.
the
They got a
Mr.
yuck.
sticker.
They got a yuck sticker at
Look
the
for
yuck
that.
phase. If you're here, I know it's a little backwards probably, but if you're here in the
Mad
state of
Mark.
Washington, Mad Mark, man, I can't. Their grape ape tastes like fucking grape, like grape drink grape. Like I could not
With
believe
a little ape.
with a little ape. Well, that's what makes me after the
Oh.
fact. Jesus Christ. But no, man,
That good shit.
it's so good. This
What are we
this,
doing?
this one
What are
here's
we
the
doing
hog.
first?
I'm gonna get this blunt rolling.
Bang.
And then I'm gonna take a dab, and then we're gonna go off on another little thing. I want you to let's talk about your band a little quick, a little quick.
Hey, whatever you want. It's your show.
Let's talk about your band for a minute. Method 13, method or methods?
Method.
Method. And
Just one.
Right, just
It's
one.
the 13th.
It's just okay. Now,
Specifically.
do you know the origin behind
You
that?
know, I got the origin story.
Did
It
you?
would be great to have my fellow guitar player in the band. It's his band. He started it. His name's Aaron Allday.
Yeah, we're gonna get them on here real soon.
But yeah, he told me it, a couple of times, so it's kind of in my head.
So
basically,
do you know what Method 13 is?
Method 13. Let me just tell you this. He told me that.
Happy 420.
All right, happy 420. On I think it was February 13th. He figured out that he wanted to start a band after he wrote this song, which we play. It's called Method. Very simple. He was just like, wow, this is something, and it's something different for me. Maybe I could actually get some people interested and build a band. So, pretty simple.
Let me get the ashtray real quick. I like the name. Catches your eye. Plus, you have to go to make a password code, and it's always got to be capital this, capital this. I feel like it's almost a password code, Method 13 that you would put in because it's got all the capitals and the letters. Anyways, stupid rant. I actually Googled it, and I have a little PDF here I'm going to open up, and I'm going to show Craig.
Oh!
I'm going to read it out loud
Awesome.
because, Oh my
He's not joking. There's some shit that I
So
haven't
method
seen yet.
13A is a determination of a total fluoride emissions from stationary sources. It measures fluoride. That's the method. Method 13 is the actual method that is used to measure fluoride.
By the way, whatever I'm smoking tastes great.
This is the Ewok. Yeah.
The Ewok.
This stuff's amazing.
Woo.
Can't get enough of it. Good shit, man.
And we used one of these Hemperillos.
I use, yes, these Hemperillos, these naked ones. I don't know if you guys have tried these. Delicious. I'm not a fan of tobacco. I quit smoking cigarettes close to
Interesting.
4 years now. My son's getting older, so.
I will say there's a little bit of little harshness in there.
And I think that's just from the weed itself. It's so crystally, like you get all that keef. I mean, right. And
gnarly.
But these things smoke really smooth. Never had any problems with them. They don't burn unevenly. They burn actually really smooth. And
Smell great, feel great.
Right.
I want to make a shirt out of that material. They also got mango. Mango haze.
Which is actually pretty sweet.
Hemperillo.
You get some of the other wraps that are kind of sweet. You get the little sugary.
Yeah.
These ones don't have it, the naked ones, and that's kind of why I like the naked ones.
Right.
I'm not always a fan of sweet
More taste
things.
of weed.
Yeah, I want to taste what Ewok. I want this
I want to taste
Ewok sack in my mouth. I want to know what it tastes like. But these, I tried these mango ones. They're actually pretty good.
Yep.
Definitely sweet. Definitely tastes like mango. But actually pretty delicious. If you got some shit weed, you're just like, I need some flavor.
Right.
And you get high, so fuck it.
There you go. Keep those for the shit weed.
I get those sometimes, and I'm like, I got a pet peeve. I have to say, some of the packaging here in the state of Washington is shit. Straight up shit.
What happened, Washington?
I've gotten some bags, jars, and the shit's just I mean, you're making dust.
Oh yeah.
That I can't even
I've
smoke
seen that early on.
I could put it in a
early
pipe,
on.
but I'm not gonna roll it in a blunt with some fucking dust sucking back down my throat.
No.
So please get your packaging or get your curing right. Some people, the ones that I've gotten today, I have no problems with. I've gotten them plenty of times before.
That's good.
The Mad Mark. Anytime you get their weed, it is top notch. I've never had any problems with it. Again, their fucking grape ape is amazing.
Man, I gotta try it.
So yeah,
I dig the
man.
grapes. I dig the sours. I dig the lemons.
I love the terpenes. You get some of the citrusy flavors and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I like more of the citrus stuff. That's just personal for me.
Sure.
Tropical, whatever. But I do like just straight tasting weed that's just delicious. And again, I've never had any problems with the ones I've had that are with us today.
No, man.
It's just some of the other ones that I've had have just been shit.
I could imagine. Well, maybe we will actually get a piece of each one of them. I don't know.
I just don't. Oh, we're gonna smoke these. I just don't understand how you could sell a product knowingly that people are having issues with it. Knowingly that people are coming back saying, "Oh, I don't want this. I don't want." I understand you're all in the business of, the drug business, if you would, but make your product good. That's reoccurring customers. That's people coming back in.
Acknowledge it. Do something about it.
Do something. You're a company. You have every access.
Keep
to
that
everything
part
you need.
of, a relationship active.
Yeah.
At the very least, ask questions of your customers, vendors. You know what I mean. And
listen to your vendors.
Yeah.
Also listen to the what's the term for the counter sales now?
Hot chick.
It's usually very
it's amazing.
I want to say about 90% of the time you got a hot girl serving you up some weed, and you can't complain to that.
You're like, of course I want to buy whatever you're holding in your hand. I don't even know what it is. I don't know how much it costs. Sure, I'll take two.
Listen to your bud tenders.
Yes,
they are so knowledgeable most of the time, especially the one down here at Local Roots. Every time I have a question, the one girl that's in there, she's got the answer for me.
Oh man,
and I'm like,
so
okay,
thankful for that.
I'm like, what's the parents of this? You know what I mean?
Right.
And she's usually got the answer for it. So I trust her when I say I want this, I need this, and she just serves it up. Man. Edibles. Are you a fan of edibles?
Yes.
I don't have any today.
Yes.
But these ones
I'm amazed. We'll just put it that way. I'm such a fan. I'm amazed at what people come up with.
I do love the difference in products. I do love the variety. It's just like going to the store and buying a Three Musketeers or anything else.
Right.
You want
Except
that
the
variety.
Three Musketeers is $20.
And it's right.
That's pretty wild.
It's pretty wild.
But it looks great, and you're gonna want to eat it, and you're oh my god.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of taking the route of edibles. Not always. Most of the times, though, I got a rough week or I just want to chill out. I've had a hard few nights sleeping past couple weeks. I've been sick, whatever it is. I'll just take a couple edibles, smoke a dab. Sometimes I can't smoke when I'm sick, so an edible is usually like a good fast way of delivery for me.
I will have to admit, I gotta tell you this right now, I'm pretty fucking high.
And we haven't even gotten to the first blunt yet. It's getting, don't worry, we're getting there.
I'm feeling it. I'm all chilling. I'm so comfortable that I keep kind of going in and out of, oh yeah, we're like trying to do something purposeful.
The best part about this,
talking to people. But now we're having a conversation and you're included, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to ignore everybody.
The best part about this, you have to push through, right?
Right.
Like you got to push through this.
Right. I mean, I'm excited. I want to experience some of this other stuff too.
I just know that it doesn't matter how high we get, we're gonna get higher just because we still got dabs. I got this shit here.
Oh yeah.
From these Slab Mechanics. Serious dab in here. So I got some of the packaging. I ripped it out. This was legit cherry pie, and I've actually had this. I've actually grown this strain before. The stuff is nice. Look how sticky it is right now too. Oh,
it's not going anywhere.
It's like a big snot bubble.
It's not going anywhere.
There it is. Got too many glares here, but I'm gonna pop that open and take a dab of that shit here soon. You know, I tried this other one that they had. I'm not talking shit. I'm just honest. The white, not a fan of it. Different kind of texture. More of the shattered texture, but it doesn't shatter. It's sticky. So, I mean, again,
called white.
It's called the white.
It's fucking dark as fuck.
I know. I usually don't go for the darker ones, but you gotta try something different. So, just not. It's the flavor. Right? You gotta enjoy what you're smoking. You can't just smoke something and be like. Pfft.
I mean, that's maybe not go for it. You know what I mean? Like as a whole, maybe pop it on the end of.
I've mixed something. And I've mixed them before. If I had a problem with something, I'll just mix it. Either way, I'm still gonna dab you. Like.
Sounds like it's pretty strong. Maybe not the most pleasant flavor.
It's just the flavor. Again, I'm not picky, but I'm picky at the same time. I'm gonna smoke it, but
it's an enjoyable thing.
I'm gonna have an opinion on it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna have an educated opinion on it because it's not just once. I'm smoking a gram worth, so I'm gonna be dabbing that how many times, and then be like, okay, by this time,
right?
I got an answer.
Where's the good stuff?
Yeah,
give me something.
You got some.
So
I'm excited.
Okay, cool. I can't feel my limbs, but at the same time, I'm kind of irritated.
I'm excited for the cherry pie for sure. And again, I've actually grown this. I've grown this flower. It's really nice, really strong. Yeah, nothing bad about that strain right there.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, hit that real quick. Let's take a dab. I'm gonna dab it up. So Craig.
Yes, sir.
I've known you for quite some time now.
Yep, actually.
Watch you a couple bands, if you would.
Yes, you did.
Not so much pedal jump, but you
helped out tremendously.
And
you withstood forces that no other person should have to do. Truth be told.
And I get it. And it's okay to be a musician, and it's okay to be in different bands, and it's okay to not work, and it's okay to try it out. Like that's all the process of working and bonding.
If you don't love it at all,
right?
It's just a pain in your ass or whatever.
Not saying not saying not to do music. Music is fun, exciting, challenging.
We're talking about this ordeal it can be at times to have a bunch of different people involved.
Yeah.
And the one thing that you feel really secure and confident about, which is just expressing yourself on an instrument, but with other people at the same time, and then involving other people to say, hey, you like it? If not, throw a fucking shoe at my ass or some shit, or tell me to get the fuck off stage, or whatever the hell you want to do. Or whatever. You don't never know what to expect.
A shoe could hurt, though.
This guy.
I'm just saying.
This guy. He was the guy that probably could have got the shoes thrown at him because he put himself in front of us.
Did it.
Yeah.
Golden Gauge, just so we're checking it out here.
What is that?
This is Golden Gauge at 28.5% even. This is from the OMG Sykes. Golden Gauge.
Let me ask you this. What's the highest percentage, I guess, of whatever THC measurement?
The most that I've had?
Yeah. That you can recall or that you know.
as
I'm
a
sure you
solid.
have. This is like
I
something
mean,
that
I
took
know
it out.
there's some people that say there because the medical world was different than it is now in the recreational, and I've
Medical
been through
world was
both.
like wizarding world.
It was the
There were
fucking
some
Wild
wizards.
West, is all it was.
Yes.
That's all I could say.
I was looking for the other. For the.
And these others, there's states that are gonna end up going through it. It's the fucking Wild West. You got to hold on, and you'll know who the ones who make it and the ones who don't. They get weaned out because by the time you're done and it's recreational,
Yep.
half of the ones that you've seen are not fucking there in the rec market. Why? I don't know. A lot of them just want to make a fucking quick buck, and it's easy. You do it, and that's all you do. There's no. It's not. It's not
it was
regulated.
easy. And then if they disappeared, it was like no harm, no fucking foul,
Yeah.
unless you fucked with whatever they were doing.
And I think it was because it was so unregulated.
Yep.
Medical market was so unregulated. You could I could literally go right now in my kitchen, in a fucking garage, right out in the street, doesn't matter. I could blow oil, throw it in a package, take it to any medical store as long as I had my card. I had my card,
Yeah.
and I've done this many of times, sold many of times. I could go in with a package and say, hey, I got this cheap. Will you sell it for me? And it's as simple as a yes or no. You don't got it through a process. You're not going through the state. So all these medical states that are popping up, they don't have many regulations other than that they got to pay up.
Right.
So I'm definitely curious,
red tape.
and I want to hear what people's opinions are. I want to hear what they're going through, especially the states that are just coming up medical. They're they got their business, they're getting it going. What are you guys gonna do? Federal banks will not allow you to put your money into federal banks, just because it's it's not federally okay. So
Right.
what do you do with your money? Seriously, what do you do with it? I wouldn't even say the obvious ones, but
Invest. We'll just give a soft little. Here you
save,
go.
save. That's all I can say. Save. By the time you get in the rec market and you're trying to bring your shit rec, you need so much money and it's such a process. I'm gonna have my buddy Justin on real soon.
Justin.
Yeah, he was the owner of Hyperbole.
Oh yeah.
I want him on real
Good
soon.
dude.
I've
Right.
talked to Bailey, his girlfriend, and yeah, I want to put it together just because he's a good dude. And, good conversations and good people, and the shit that they've had to go through to get their store into the rec market is just insane right now. It's
I
insane.
remember when the medical store essentially disappeared from where it used to be, and it's just
Dabbing.
down the road basically, relatively.
Dabbing.
But then things
I know.
changed, and they only could exist as was it a rec before medical, or a medical before rec? See, this is the other thing, smoking weed that I don't.
Craig will
I
get
don't
Craig
do so
high,
well.
and then all of a sudden he's on autopilot.
Yeah.
Again, it's like
It's bad.
running a machine and forgetting how to run a machine. It's
Yeah.
spiritual for him.
Which
He goes on another realm.
Oh man.
And you can try to talk to him. And
You're right. He's not wrong.
It's crickets. That's all you get is crickets. And he's like, "Oh wait, I'm sorry, huh?"
No.
That's fine.
You're
I
talking
get it.
to me through the effect of the tunnel. The
So-
end of the tunnel that I'm at. It goes.
What's your favorite thing about this new band you're in? What do you like most
Dude,
about it? What are you getting out of it?
I'm getting. Wow, this is so cool. Okay, so.
Get that first.
Oh man, here it
and
is.
then answer that
All right,
question.
good idea.
And yeah, I roll with the big tour. It's just because I dab
Look at
so
this
much.
thing, by the way. This is where the camera's at.
That's over.
Whatever.
A little bit to the left.
Woo!
Right in there somewhere.
Woo! In the middle. Anyhow, I like that pack job there, buddy.
Good job. And local
It's
roots
overflowing.
had that pipe. I think they gave it to us. I'm not sure. I wasn't there for the recovery, but
Whoa!
brand new pipe. Suck it right through.
Oh.
I'm gonna light this real quick, but yeah, tell me what you like about the band and
This tastes flowery, by
what
the
are
way.
you getting out of it?
I feel like I'm smoking Calgon. Have you checked this?
Looks like
I,
cow down on top.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this really loud. So,
Asshole.
the band!
Go ahead.
I mean, you could probably pause it.
Nope. No pausing.
Let's do our own editing
No.
right here. Real-time
No.
editing!
No touching,
All
motherfucker.
What I like most about this band, or just being in this band, Dude, I love these guys, man. This is the first time in a long time that I've had, a very solid connection with all of the members in the band. Not to take anything away from any of the other bands, because we're all friends and stuff. At least, you know, I feel friendly.
Oh my gosh.
I know, is that crazy?
That shit is amazing.
What is that?
This is that cherry pie.
Cherry pie?
Yeah, oh man, it tastes so good.
Oh man. It tastes like
I love how it says dab responsibly on the back.
People are nicer nowadays, depending.
Like, because you can't OD on it. Like, you literally can't say don't dab too much because you're OD. You're not going to OD on a fucking dab. Again, I said earlier that, yeah, I've puked.
I don't know.
And I have had too much in my system before. But I know my limits now.
I know. And it's all about that. And for, I don't know, the longest time, I was still denying what my limit was. Because I couldn't, it didn't make sense.
And there was a lot of product. Again, this is prior to recreational on the medical market. There was a lot of product that still had a lot of butane, propane. There was gas in it. Like, you taste it. So, again, so the companies are doing their medical in different states. Please refine your shit.
Woo.
Don't be poisoning people.
No, please don't poison anybody.
There's more butane in a when you
I
light
know.
a bowl. There's
And
more
I'm-
butane in this than there is in the stuff that they blow with the same shit. So dabs is safer for sure.
For sure.
So what do you think of that? Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm elevated. Excuse me. Elevated.
Well, there's some water on the counter right there.
Oh.
I totally forgot to grab you a glass. I'll let you get a glass.
Pardon me.
I'll let him slide out real
Pardon
quick to get a
me.
glass. So yeah, 420. Man, I've been waiting for this day. Been waiting for this
Since
day.
last year.
Since last year. Since last 420, actually. Where were you last 420? Do you remember what you did last 420? Were you
Honestly,
that high?
I don't. I think I took off to the moon. And
Right.
decided not to come back until the next 420. So actually, that's where I've been this whole time.
I can't remember what I did last 420, to tell you the truth.
Come on now.
No, I was in town. I was here for last 420. Year before that, I was in Denver. That was a crazy year. That was the
Oh
year
my
I went
God.
to Redman's birthday party.
There's some pictures out there.
There's some pictures out there. And then I went to the Cannabis Cup that following day. Cannabis Cup is Denver is different from the other Cannabis Cups. Not sure why. It just feels different. And I've been to a lot. I've been to a lot. Once you start doing one, you start doing them all. And once you start doing them all, you realize they're kind of all the same. But good people though. They're fun. Just a lot of walking. I'm
Right.
done with day 2. Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm so burnt with walking. Like high times. Those ones.
I choose not to walk.
So much walking.
I'd rather be carried.
Especially ones in like California because they got all the space usually and it's nice out. So they just take up as much as they can. And oh my god, the walking.
Oh man.
Sore. Or like when you go to NAM. Do you ever go to NAM?
No, I haven't. I would love to. Sometime.
NAM is fun as well. There's so much to look at and so many people to talk to, and you're seeing famous musicians just kind of running around all over the place, and you're just, the first time you're just, oh my god, what you do? There's so much I need. There's so much I want to try.
Right, but you get distracted and
You get distracted, and usually those nights partying kind of wears on you by the third day. Oh,
what kind of hotel action have they got around that?
They actually had some hotels. They had a couple different hotels around there. I'm trying to remember where I stayed. I had the RV. We were in the RV that time,
Oh.
or the tour bus, if you would.
The cabbie bus.
Yeah, the bus. That was an experience too. I think we stayed. No, we stayed in the hotel. No, we didn't. We just we took over the back parking lot of this hotel, and the only reason we got told to leave is because they caught somebody taking a shower on the outside where the pool area is at like 6 a.m, just getting fresh.
Little cup, just.
No, there was the outside showers. There was a pool, and there was like
Wow.
outside showers. So you just walk around.
That's luxurious.
So yeah, we just stayed in the back parking lot, partied it up, walked over by the little showers,
Oh man.
wash time,
Oh man.
good times.
But so then you just got kicked out? Everyone.
Eventually,
Just made a face.
by like day 4, I think they were just like, "You guys don't belong back here." And we'd been partying, and we became friends with the security guard and shit,
Oh.
just because we're like, hey man, we're gonna be back here. He's like, okay, cool.
That's
we're
who
here.
You want to be
like,
friends with, man.
Well, we were trying to make nice. You're in you're in a hotel parking lot.
Outside, you don't want to.
It was the pool area though.
Right.
Got shorts on.
Oh shit.
But still, it's 6 a.m. I think somebody had their clothes on and they were taking a shower too. They were just drunk.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd be like, no.
So we're
naked.
What's okay? I got a good one now. What is one of the worst band experiences you've ever had?
Oh my gosh.
One of like the worst that stands out above all, other than getting left behind at a rest stop, or.
No, I mean like honestly, other than ending or knowing that a project or a band or a situation is coming to an end. So like even ending a set, if that sounds too sensitive or unbelievable, honestly, it's the worst. I like to just keep going, keep playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? If there's like a desire, a musical desire, it would actually be to play consistent. How do you say that? Consistently or constantly? Excuse me. Just go with whatever, and that's as honest as I could say. So the worst thing would be stop it at any point, at every point.
Just being done.
But
you mean?
yeah,
Like totally.
And so
done.
like with a band experience, most definitely. It's never fun to just stop doing that. So, I mean, putting in like yourself,
especially
something like that.
You're a part of something. You're
Try.
You must have to build. You definitely have to build a bond when you're with a band.
Right.
Just because you're around each other.
I guess that's
so
what I'm getting
much.
at. How do you define that bond? Family.
Right. It's like a family split.
Brotherhood, depending.
It's a family split. It's like a divorce in a way.
Yes.
You part with a lot. You get a lot of baggage out of it. Almost.
Sure, absolutely.
So I mean, some people do and some people don't. Some people just move on, and others. But when you make it a part of your life for so long, I mean, it's hard to just detach from something that just like that.
Oh my gosh!
So
telling me,
what's your favorite band moment? What's your favorite part in your whole musical life? What was your favorite? What was that one thing you just go, oh yeah, I was there, or I did that, or you know what I mean, like. Something you've had even like a dream about, and all of a sudden you're like, I was there, I did that.
So many things happen after certain points, and I guess I would just have to point out those certain specific points in time that the one thing led to another, kind of a thing. Because I'm so happy now because of all of those experiences.
You've gained
it's like
something.
I'm the happiest I've ever been, and
right.
each day. I mean, you're gonna make me start crying here. Each day is the happiest that I've ever been.
That's cool.
So it's a constant. I mean, there are times definitely, but like that I will go into those moments that you were talking about points of reflection and stuff like that. What's the worst? What's the best? Right.
Right.
And sometimes the worst kind of is the worst because of that reason. It'll pull you back into that area of thought. Negative.
It's definitely
low vibration.
It's definitely therapy. It's therapeutic. You got to go through it. It's almost like you got to go through that shitty breakup to get to the good one, because you fucked up somewhere around here, and you think you've improved at this point, and you get to the point where you go, I think I've improved so much. I don't have to move on. I don't have to. I've just
right. I'm strong, or I'm stronger.
Right.
Those things that you might tell yourself. I'm not going to give up, or whatever it is, or never again. Kind of. Take on it, It's pretty extreme, but I mean, you're not wrong. They were like relationships and that, and holy moly, if you hadn't already done it a couple of times before, you know what I mean, it's pretty tough each time, but I don't know. I would say what it was. I want to know something. Pix. Oh. That's the Alibaba.
The Alibaba.
Oh.
That's the hog.
Hog? A hog?
You want to suck on my hog?
Oh no. You can put that right over there.
That can just stay right there.
Okay.
What's this? The Cantaloupe Kush. That one smells legit. Little pinner.
Is that a one hit?
It's all half gram, I think.
Half hitter.
No, that's 1 gram. Really?
Oh, I was gonna like ask you a question. Oh man, it's hitting me.
I don't know that one. Oh, I see. They split it in 2. I was like, that's 1 gram? What the fuck? No, they have 2 little halfies.
Oh, gotcha.
So you could like sneak
Right.
it at lunch or something.
Yeah, they just stuffed them both in there.
Right.
Some of the packaging is kind of funky.
I mean, I kind of see the point in making the 2 half-grammers. Because, again, you don't always smoke a full one. Not everybody smokes a full one. I get through a full one most of the time because I get home and I'll be like, fuck it, I'm going to smoke. When I smoke, I'm going to smoke the entire thing just because,
Sure.
well, I've already started. I get to a point I'm like, I start feeling guilt. Then I start feeling super guilt because I know I'm about to put it out. I'm like, wow, fuck.
Yeah.
And then I stare at it for a minute going, fuck.
I
need to
guess I never
fucking-
thought about it as
I need to
guilt.
man up. Just
Yeah.
man up. Just suck it down, and you get to the very end, you're just like, oh my god. Yeah. I've had those days sometimes. And other times I just suck it down. I'm like, fuck, I just smoked?
Right. And it's
Shit.
good. Like, if you recognize it, you just chill it out.
Well, I almost need to smoke another one at that point, though. But again, I go back to the edibles, and I was taking these marmosas,
Oh.
marmas. I don't forget the name of them. Little chewy candies. They're actually they taste delicious. You eat a couple of those, you start feeling shit.
You need a button. I'm going to say it right now. We need a button right here that says dab or fucking green out.
Green out.
Green out.
Craig, you tapping?
I think so. I feel like I can't offer anything like that, Honestly, I'm just, dang it. I feel like that glider, like I took a hand glide, and just, whee, yeah, we can do this. And then all of a sudden, for no reason, fucking lightning bolt just goes, and then I'm flaming wings.
It's got to be that Ewok, man. I mean, it's at 27%. Well, THCA is 27%, and THC is 24%. 3.5 grams. Hand trimmed and cured with love.
Oh my goodness.
So cute.
Yeah, I mean, there's, what was that before? Oh, it was the blunt.
Oh, yeah,
So it
we
was the
smoked
blunt, and then just what?
Well,
half?
I smoked blunt, took dab, I took a hit. Only thing we didn't do was take a bomb rip.
Oh boy.
But we don't
I
have
was
to take a
actually
bomb rip.
wondering where this was. I didn't even notice where it was.
was
I
too
put
high.
it down, and I'm like, shouldn't I be smoking out of a pipe?
Craig's crossing over to the Craig high side.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's when
Oh,
the
no,
weird
you're
conversations
right.
come out.
Oh, shit.
That's when you start talking to people.
Get bat wings out of the side of my head.
Craig could go outside the band space and just start talking to people. And we're supposed to be inside, practicing and shit. Attempting to practice. And Craig be outside
Right.
just in his own little fucking world. Where's Craig? We had a thing going for a long time. Where's Craig? Craig can either
Oh,
be
my God.
shitting on his phone or smoking. I mean, it was one
They
of
had
those
a
two things. Then it
checklist.
was every time. And you go to one to find out where the fuck he was. I used to start with the phone first. And if he wasn't at the phone, I checked the cigarette little area outside the bar. And then I checked the shitter. Because that's the last place I really wanted to go. But I mean,
Right.
they're going,
Probably the first place you should have
where's
went.
Craig? Everyone else is
like-
on stage. You're supposed to
Yeah.
start.
I always had to wash my hands before I got right on stage. I don't know what the hell it was. All of a sudden it turned into like a fucking OCD thing. No shit. But
There was
I
always
knew
shit.
if I
There was
was
always
told
shit.
to, if Pix was right there at the bottom of the stage or whatever, and I saw him and he's like, where are you going? I knew I was like, okay, absolutely can't get off stage now. I would do it, but I had to like clean my fucking hands, the fingertips.
Well, you got
were-
anxiety too, right? I mean, everybody gets
Absolutely.
anxiety, but you definitely got anxiety, and
Yeah.
we're trying to deal with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what you remember as far as sometimes certain things, but what I remember is like, I don't know, just wanting and needing like a few minutes, to be able to collect my brain, like myself. But at the
You were
same
definitely.
time,
I can see. I definitely could see you were just kind of into yourself at the time. Like you were just kind of being an invert, maybe. And having self conversations, but never like fully coming out and like never talking. He just kind of sit there and talk. We try to talk to him, and it'd be short.
It's terrible.
Short verse sentences.
Here's the thing: like, if you're really trying hard not to like depress people, cry, any of that shit, it gets to a point to where you're if you're at a bucket or whatever and you're containing water, essentially whatever turns into tears, it's gonna fill up, right? And the whole thing is gonna keep on going and going if you don't just dump it out.
It's a good analogy.
I never want to dump it out. I felt like that was like the biggest I don't know. It was kind of inconvenient, however you want to put it, to other people in other situations. So, yeah,
man.
You can only go for so long.
But you're in a new band now, and you're
don't
doing
recommend for anybody to think that they can fucking actually contain shit like that. By the way,
that's why you're an expressive musician. That's why you should talk and communicate like everyone else should always do, is talk and communicate with one another, because that's how we become a collective conscious, and let's make shit happen. Let's all be happy.
I mean, from resulting from things that you made choices on, I would say be happy because of certain things of that. And
or be optimistic, and you can be happy.
It has to come from yourself. Doing something. Like, whether it's just realizing something at a certain moment about yourself, about like how you're actually connected to something.
I go through that about every 5 years. I feel I have this cycle. Every 5 years, I have like a revamp.
Yep.
I don't plan on it. I don't fucking ask for it. It hits me, and it always hits me with something that's like destructive in a way, because it fucking tears me down, of course. And then I'm like, okay,
right,
building back up again. Here we go. And I know about every 5 years. I don't have a mark saying this is when it's gonna happen. It just has its way of fucking happening at some point. And I go, fuck, yep. So, but this time around, I think I'm gonna fucking stand my ground and see what I can make of things. And again, after I turn 30, my head, you start thinking differently. After you have kids, you start thinking differently. So all this stuff that's happened at some point is going to catch up and really affect me at some points, right? So I just have to take it upon myself and say, okay, well, these are my demons, my battles, my whatever you want to call it, and I have to want to push through. Push things that I want to do. Push. What I'm doing right now, I'm fucking pushing it. It may not be the best yet, but I'm going to make something out of it. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for Craig for fucking coming on. I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Check out Method 13. Check him out on Facebook.
Go to band practice. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to.
When's your guys' next show?
Wish me luck.
When's the next show?
Friday. This Friday. The Friday would be. Well, I guess we have to define what is now, right? It is. It would
April. It would be 4/21.
So tomorrow, the 21st.
Yes.
There you go. I'm going to tap that green out button again.
Yep. Greened out.
At the Hard Rock Cafe in Seattle.
Cool. Who you guys playing with?
2017.
Ooh, who you guys playing with?
We're playing Low There. Excuse me. We're playing with Low There. They're going to open it up, and then Head Swell. Sorry, Eric. I totally forgot your band's name because I'm ripped out of my freaking gourd.
Well,
and then Head Swell. Excuse me. And then us. So we'll be closing it out. I think we're gonna go on about 11 o'clock.
Nice.
So
check them out. They'll be dope. I'm gonna try to make it down. See what kind of party we could fucking wrangle up and.
Oh yeah? Oh come on! Don't tease me! Don't tease me!
You never know. Anyways, thanks guys. Whoever watches, and I'll see you in the next round. Peace.